Hi, I'm Colin.
I'm James.
And welcome to Let's Talk Retro.
What are we going to talk about today then, Colin?
Today we're talking about this new book. It's the Playing with Power Nintendo NES Classics. So yes, this authorised book by Nintendo, the Playing with Power Nintendo NES Classics, has just been released to accompany the NES Mini, or Classic as they call it. I'm not sure which. Some people call it Mini, some people call it Classic.
The little mini NES that everyone's raving about, and it's going to make Nintendo a fortune, which is brilliant. And it's the must-have Christmas gift. I think they're already changing hands on eBay for stupid money.
It's sold out everywhere, isn't it?
Scalpers buying them all up, and you can't get one at the moment.
Yeah.
But
so did you get one?
I didn't.
No, and I didn't get one.
I thought, well, I've got the original NES, and I don't think I like it. But then what got me is I watched a video online, and Tom was demonstrating it, showing save states.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I know you can do that on an emulator, but I just thought, oh, that sounds cool. But yeah, I'm going to keep my eyes out for one.
The thing, when I've seen it, I mean, if anyone's got one, let us know in the comments, because I want to know whether the plastic's cheap or not. It looks when I've seen them on YouTube, other people talking about them, plastic looks a little bit cheap. I was a little bit disappointed.
The flap doesn't open.
Flap doesn't open.
Yeah,
you could put Nintendo games in there or something if they'd thought about it. And also the controller lead.
It's
very short.
A metre and a half or something, or a metre. It's some crazy.
It looks shorter than that one I've seen. I mean, you're going to be right. So, but yeah, it's got HDMI out. That's a big plus, I suppose. But I think I'm probably...
And one controller.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're not going to go on any more about that, because you're probably sick of hearing about the NES Mini.
Yeah. So the idea is to talk about the book, which has been brought out to accompany it. Now, if I'm right, the Mini got 30 games. Is that right?
Yeah.
About 30 games on it. This book has got 17 games that it goes through, and gives you like a full walkthrough sort of guide to those 17 games. And those 17 games are all on the new Mini, or NES Classic. And so when this came, I actually rang you, or you rang me, I think, just before I'd opened it. It came from Amazon. I think they're selling it for about $16.99.
Yeah, so we just checked before recording. It's $16.99.
Yeah, and I hadn't opened it, and you said to me, "Oh, I heard there's some bad reviews about that book," and I thought, "Oh dear."
I saw on Amazon it's got 2.5 stars.
Yeah. So anyway, after I finished talking to you on the phone, I opened the parcel, got the book out, and it was in cellophane. There's a piece of paper when it comes. We'll come back to this in a minute, which is attached to the back, so it comes like that, and it's cellophaned up.
Yeah. Tell you a bit about it.
So it tells you a bit about it, yeah. So I suppose if you were buying it in a bookshop or something, you'd know more about it. So yeah, I opened it, and first of all I thought, well, actually it looks better than what I thought it was going to look. This slipcase is absolutely, really nice. It looks like a cartridge at the bottom.
So it's got photos all the way around.
Yeah, it looks just like a cartridge. You've got the caution bit on the back.
They've taken an actual photo, haven't they, of the cartridge?
I mean, it looks like a cartridge, and it's obviously longer, not in proportion, but so it looks really nice. So I was thinking, first of all, what people moaning about, because that looks really nice. So you take the book out of the slipcase, and again, I was like, well, it still looks pretty good. It's sort of a grey glossy, and it's got the controller, one part of it on this side, so across there, and then controller on the other side there. So I was thinking, don't see what people are moaning about. It's got nice red writing on the side. It looks really nice. So then I opened it up, and that's when I said, and the actual paper that's in this is just so thin. It's almost like Argos catalogue sort of paper.
Yeah, someone's commented it's like Argos catalogue
or magazine
paper.
And it's actually crinkled a little bit, just across there and in certain places. So we'll get some pictures so you can see it a bit closer, but yeah, it's not the best paper stock. It feels cheap, it feels wrinkly, even though it's not been wet, it feels like it's all been wet and then dried, if you know what I mean.
It's a little shame.
It's weird. And another thing people are complaining about is that the images are a little bit blurry, and some of them are, I must admit. So it's like almost like a magazine feel to it. And also, I mean, right at the very beginning, where it's actually
some of the binding
there, it's a bit rough.
ropey.
Yeah.
So I'll show you that. But this is the last you're going to hear about negative.
Yeah, negatives
because there's so many photos and it covers so much stuff.
Yeah,
it can only be good for.
I mean,
the
I think
community.
it doesn't necessarily matter what the book looks like. It could be paperback, it could be a PDF you printed out or something. You know, it's what you get out of the book, information-wise. That's what makes a book, isn't it? That's what, you know, for me. I mean, I know it's nice. It's a bit of a shame. It's a Nintendo.
Little things let it down.
Yeah,
a couple of things let it down. But
apart from that, it's pretty good.
Great.
Yeah. So if we look at the contents, first of all, it says a complete walkthrough of 17 NES classics. And if you go to the front page, you see those classics are Excite Bike, Ice Climber, Mario Brothers, Balloon Flight, Donkey Kong Jr., Mario Brothers, Kid. I never know how to say that. Is it Icarus?
Yeah.
Metroid, The Legend of Zelda, Punch Out. It doesn't say whether it's Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
No, they've missed that Mike Tyson, haven't they?
It says Punch Out.
Well, was it called Punch Out over here? And I can't remember. But
Mike Tyson was associated with it for a while, and then he wasn't, was he? So maybe it's the older version. Super Mario Brothers 2, Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, Super Mario Brothers 3, Star Tropics, Dr. Mario, and Kirby's Adventure. So that's the 17 games that are covered sort of in depth. Now, I've not read through all of it, but from what I have looked at, it seems pretty in depth, pretty good. Tells you lots of hints and tips, and like I say, walkthroughs. Some people in other reviews have been moaning that there's not a map for the Zelda game, or one of the Zelda games, or for both. I'm not sure which.
That'd be useful.
Which, I mean, it's one of the iconic games on the NES, so you think they would go all out and give you everything for that. This is by Primer Books. Do all the
strategy guides.
The guides. I'm not sure whether it's them, but Nintendo did bring out some Zelda guides, didn't they, not long ago?
Yeah, I've got one. It's amazing.
So that's why I was wondering, have they not got the maps in this because they want you to buy the guides they've already done? Maybe. I'm not sure. So that's the 17 games that are like... so if you've got...
I wonder if they're going to bring another book for the other games. Who knows?
So if you've got the mini and you've not played in as much, then it's obviously worth picking up, sort of thing. To if you're not sort of like played in those and you're new to it,
if it'll
give you a good guide to the games
or something like that.
It's almost like manuals. It's almost like manuals to the game. So I imagine I don't know what obviously not having the classic. Don't know what sort of paperwork it comes with for manuals for the games. So if theirs doesn't come with anything, this is worth picking up for that.
More sort of hints and tips, isn't it?
So it's got a foreword, and the foreword's by a guy called Colin James. I didn't really know about him, but apparently he's Executive Vice President of Operations for Nintendo of America. So I mean, I'd never heard of him, to tell you the truth, but I don't know an awful lot about Nintendo of America. So, but he wrote quite an interesting foreword about how they spent so much time promoting the NES when they brought it over to America, how they made the display units for sale, and
so Rob the Robot display case. It looks pretty impressive.
Yeah, and they spent ages making these and making sort of almost like arcade games you could play. Making units you could play. So then they put them around the shops, and they spent hours and hours just going around 7 days a week. It says they worked 18 hours a day for seven days a week, going around putting these into shops and
sounds like Amazon drivers.
Yeah. So that's what they did, and then there's also an introduction by Nick Van. I don't know how to pronounce that. Esmarch. How would you pronounce that?
Yeah.
Esmarch. Doesn't know whether it says who he is, but he was an employee again of Nintendo America. If I remember from when I read it.
One of their head guys.
So he's done the introduction, and after that you've got the inside story of the console, and it shows you. Actually, they take it apart and go through quite technical. Go through bit by bit
how the pixels work, how they're drawn.
Yeah,
there's loads. We won't spoil it all.
No,
because you guys.
It's got about the CPU, the PPU. It's really good, and it's got all the launch titles.
There's a few sentences about each one.
Yeah, so it's like the Nintendo launch. The Nintendo Nintendo Entertainment System at launch, and all the titles that started with it. So, like again, it says on here, it says it journeys through 3 eras of the NES history. So it tells you like the middle, the beginning, middle, and then the end sort of thing, and it shows you a few more games other than the ones sort of they go in depth of. Also, it says on here that there's behind the scenes with Shigeru Miyamoto. I can't pronounce names, can I? But I think that's how you say it.
The legend.
Yeah. So, but I was a bit disappointed because that only seemed to be about a page. I can't see what. So the page that's on there. 168.
I just seen a glimpse then of all the characters from Mario 2.
Yeah, they do go quite in depth in these. So yeah, so it's only like that. Then you're back onto Zelda. So it's only like a 2-page spread. So and it's not huge. I was open for a bit more of an interview and a bit more.
So how many pages in total?
In total, let me have a look. It's so that's 319, so 320 altogether.
So yeah, that's a fair whack.
And then after that, you've also got there's also an inside look at the gate system and the game packs. So it tells you a bit more about how the game pack works and all the rest of it. And sort of like some people sort of seem to think they could erase from them and write to them and things like that. And it explains. So it goes in about the actual game pack itself, the cartridges, and then there's also a nice double-page spread. Again, spoiled a bit by the binding down there. You don't want to sort of open it too much because you're a bit worried it's going to start falling apart.
Shame.
But what about all the?
I've never seen that hands-free controller.
No, I've never seen that either.
Nintendo was created to allow Nintendo fans with disabilities to play the NES. Players move characters in-game with a chin-controlled joystick. Wow.
Yeah.
So that movement controls the pad.
Yeah. I mean, I've not got a Rob, I've got a NES Max controller.
NES Satellite. Oh my god, can you imagine how much one of those would be worth?
And I got a 4-score and a Zapper, but yeah, so
I'm sure there was more, obviously, but I guess those are all the Nintendo ones they're not going to cover.
So
all
there's
the other stuff.
So just the original Nintendo stuff, yeah. So there's plus levels, maps, character art, and extras. It says on the slip that's on the back. So not too many extras, but like I say, they do go really in depth in most of the games. I know people have moaned that there's not the Zelda map, but say for some of the, I mean, like I say, it's for what you get out of a book, not necessarily what it looks. It is a shame a bit about the binding and the cheap paper inside.
Hopefully they'll sort that out.
Yeah, but it's what you're going to get out of a book. And for someone like me, I mean, when the NES came out, I was still in this country anyway. I mean, you'd had like the console crash over in America where Atari messed up, and there's so many cheap versions of that and cheap games around and stuff that weren't any good. And they'd had the big games crash over there, and Atari, as we all know, been sticking stuff in landfill to get rid of it. And no one over there was interested in gaming until Nintendo brought the NES out and sort of re-enlightened everyone's imagination with gaming. So like over in this country, though, we didn't really notice because we were all playing our Spectrums, Commodores, Commodore 64s, Amigas, maybe the Game Boy, yeah. But I mean, I just wasn't into consoles. Didn't know anyone that really had a console. I don't know whether you did. I mean, I was just happy with my Commodore 64, Commodore 16, Amiga. Just playing, that was where gaming was at for me. It wasn't with consoles.
It wasn't as big, was it, over here as it was in the States?
The first console I got drawn into was the Mega Drive. My first Nintendo console was a SNES. Obviously, SNES was coming out to sort of be better than the Mega Drive, so that's why I was interested in the SNES, because I loved the Mega Drive. But yeah, so we weren't really into it. So I don't know quite so much about the NES as I do other Nintendo systems. So for me, looking through that and the games, finding out about the games and that, learn a lot from it. So yeah, I mean, if we're going to give it a Let's Talk Retro rating, I don't know whether we can give it a seal of approval because we're a little bit disappointed with the inside. But I mean, what do you reckon? About 6, 7
out of 10, yeah.
But so, I mean, the price, let's say again, it's not a huge amount of money. It's $16.99. It's not like it's like a 30 or 40 quid book. So I think you've got to give them a little bit on the quality of the inside because of the price and.
If
so I
you're
think about
a big
7
fan of the
out of
NES,
10.
if you're a big fan of the NES, get it.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on it, and the book might go cheaper.
Yeah,
You might get a used one. Someone's read it, or
pick it
someone
up.
didn't like it.
Price.
Then you can pick it up a bit cheaper. Then
I'm definitely going to keep it. I think I'm going to get a lot out of it. I'm going to enjoy reading. I've read a little bit of it. Who knows? I've got some of the games up there on my original NES that I've now owned. I've obviously bought while I've been collecting. So I will probably use some of the information there to help me beat some of the games I've already got. So,
that's what it's for.
Yeah. So all in all, 7 out of 10 is what we're giving it. And let us know in the comments what you think of it. Have you bought one? Are you going to buy this? Have you got the mini classic? Let us know what you think. So that's basically it for this quick look at this new book. So,
we've heard us ramble on.
Yeah.
If you're a big Nintendo fan, pick it up.
Yeah. So until next time, James, as always, what have they got to do?
Keep it retro, everyone.
Yeah, keep it retro, and we will see you again very soon.